Hello there. My goodness, this is a bit of an angle, isn't it? Let's see if I can sort that out. Is that a bit better? There we go. So, hello and welcome back to the vlog. You'll have seen a video yesterday. It's, my goodness, everything is falling over. Give me 1 second. I've got kind of an update. The vlogs are going daily again. They were going to continue daily, even if it ends up with just a quick update about what I'm doing because I'm stuck in the office again, that kind of thing. I want to make this part of my routine. I like having a nice routine. It's something that helps with just keeping me focused on what I'm doing. So today is going to be kind of things I've picked up from the charity shop since I last saw you. Now, that might not sound great to people, but other people go, yeah, I want to see this stuff because I find some interesting stuff. And talking of interesting stuff, mini sensory chess challenge. Now it's an American chess machine. It's a computerized chess machine. They're not usually available in the UK. I don't know how this has ended up here. It's not something that's common here in the UK. It's actually not that common in America these days because these things came out a long time ago, to the point where this thing smells of smoke. You don't normally find that, but if it's been in an attic for a while, that's what happens. So we have a chess machine, and if I can just get the lid off, there we are. All the chess pieces are in, and it registers where they are on the board, and it will play chess against you by highlighting where to go. So that is rather cool. So I like this. It's a shame that I haven't got all the pieces. I am missing 5, and it's not too bad. You can get replacement pieces. There are still companies that do these. I'm pretty sure I could probably 3D print them. I'm pretty sure they're just little chess pieces with a dot in the bottom, and it's the fact that you can put something in to the holes that registers where everything is. So that is cool, because of course you don't need to register what each piece is. Chess has rules. If it knows where everything started and where everything's moved, it can tell what each piece is just from that. So I like this thing. I'm going to get some replacements. Sometime next year I'll order them. At the moment I can't. I've spent all my money on Christmas presents, so I can't really go and find replacement pieces, but I will do that in the new year. And then we're going to have a nice game of chess, and I'll do a Game Hammer review. Probably a Game Hammer extra. I do like doing the interesting things that aren't necessarily computer and console games as a Game Hammer extra. So look forward to that. But speaking of Game Hammer, Jenny bought me some very nice things. Where is the other one that she got me? World Heroes Anthology, which is a PlayStation 2 collection of SNK fighting games. And Graffiti Kingdom, which I thought was going to be something a bit like Wheel of Katamari or something like that, but actually turns out to be an action platform game where you can design your own guys. So I drew Knob Mouse as a character and played this game for a little bit as Knob Mouse. That's pretty cool. Knob Mouse, of course, being the first webcomic from the UK, way back in 1996. One of the first 20 webcomics ever. Either 16th or 17th, depending on when the other one that started in December started. It's that kind of thing. It's not the first, but it is the first from the UK, and I'm pretty proud that that's my legacy, you know? But that's not all. David Douillet, or is it David, yeah, David Douillet Judo. It's a French game. It's got a French and Netherlands language. And it's a highly technical fighting game. It's a one-on-one tournament-style fighter in judo. But to use the moves, you've got to do it like a rhythm game. So you've got to match the buttons that it wants you to press. It's really interesting. I think it's going to take a lot of practice to get used to it. But as in technical terms, that's quite interesting. That's not the only one. I also managed to finally get tracked down Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gottlieb Collection, which unfortunately turns out to basically have less tables on than the Gottlieb Pinball Classics. It's just how it is. It's like a cut-down version of Gottlieb Pinball Classics. Does it in a different way, has different challenges, so it is worth picking up. But I was hoping for some different Gottlieb tables, and there weren't any. That's how it is. So that's really the computer stuff there, aside from was it 42 all-time classics on the Nintendo DS, which I did a Game Hammer extra review on. Also picked up an Ed the Duck. I love this game. I picked this up because people were saying that my Game Hammer live show, which has been going and been very, very successful on Wednesday nights, and at the moment has been replaced by live game coding because I'm doing a game on the Amstrad CPC in time for Christmas, so that's come up. But people said that the Game Hammer studio that we've got here looks a bit like the broom cupboard, so now we've got Ed the Duck just as a little joke for that. He does actually still squeak, but it's not quite the same, so, you know. But, yeah, hello. I love Ed the Duck, he's cool. Right, I'm Batman. Found him in a charity shop last week. Could not resist a giant Batman for the background in one of my shots. Yeah, go for that. So what else have I been picking up? A lot of stuff for Game Hammer's spin-off Board Game Hammer. That's not for Board Game Hammer. That's just because my coordination is going really bad. It's one of those things. My autoimmune disorder is a bit weird, and sometimes causes issues with nerves. And I don't want to lose coordination. I keep dropping things. I walk into walls a lot. If I ever see like bruises and scrapes on my upper arm, it's because I keep walking into the doors in the house. This door, thankfully, has a rounded door handle on, but most of the other ones have order style further up, and they've got a kind of notch on them. I keep walking into it and scraping the skin off my arm. It's really annoying. So I'm trying to work on coordination, and I thought the best way to do it was to learn to juggle. I have never been able to juggle, but I had some of these juggling balls, this exact style of juggling ball, in fact, when I was a kid. And the idea is that I'll learn to juggle, and it'll help with my hand-eye coordination and just general coordination in general. I think that's worth doing. Over the lockdown period, I learned to animate. I've been doing a lot of animation. But I think now it's time to learn to juggle. So I'm going to try and do that. And you'll probably see that a fair bit in the vlogs going forward as well. Going forward, oh, I hate business speak. What else did I pick up? For Board Game Hammer, I've gone for some unusual stuff. The idea of Board Game Hammer, we're not going to cover the standard stuff like Monopoly, Cluedo, or anything like that, unless it's like a special episode and I'm doing it as a bit of a joke. But I have been around charity shops and found a load of other stuff, such as the Lord of the Rings tradable miniatures game. Looks like it's complete, and it was quite interesting. So this is by something called Combat Hex, and it's a starter set, so it should contain everything I need to do a Lord of the Rings combat game. I think that'll be fun. Make a nice episode. We're starting... I just need to finish tweaking the first script, and then we can start getting the characters down pat and what I want from the characters. Has been the hard part, so that's coming. And then we'll get on with that. That's wireless mouse for when I'm working on my laptop. Where is the other stuff? Where's the other stuff? Yes. Another one that I think will be fun. Star Wars Death Star Attack as a set of cards. I don't know whether they're all in here. I think they are. It's been opened, but I don't know whether it's ever been used because it looks almost new. These cards look like they've hardly been used. So it's got the game rules, and yeah, looks like they're all here. So that's going to be a fun card game that we'll do in one episode. I might put Batman in that as a guy playing. His response can be for most things, I'm Batman. I just like the idea. That's why I need to get the characters down pat for this, because it's all going to be character-based comedy. And then, last but not least from this set, this is something I saw in a few shops, and I think it's been moved around between the various branches of the same charity shop. 4. The Golf Game. A board game based on golf. So if I can just open this up, I'll be very careful with it. And we'll see how this works. Because apparently it's dice and cards to mimic playing golf. Which seems weird to me. This is more intricate than I expected. It's all the various holes on the course. So that's going to be interesting. What else is in here? Oh, very nice patterned rule book. A setup quick start guide. A guide to various... This looks technical, let's put it that way. more golf halls. Yeah, more of the halls. Ah, here we go. So here's the cards. Because this seems weird. A golf game requiring cards. It's got flocked... Guys, flocked plastic for the inlay. That is weird. It feels like... I think they're going for trying to replicate grass, which is a nice idea. So we've got all these cards about various stroke types. This is going to be really technical. I think I can make a lot of jokes about this. Several characters in the board game Hammer just losing their way, and then asking which way around the board they go and all that. And perhaps even trying to turn it into a kind of Dungeons and Dragons style comedy at some point. I think that would be a great idea. So they all fit into this stroke cards. Okay. Apparently you stroke the cards. This is going to be ridiculous, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. It's got its own dice, one of which I feel has been replaced at some point. So they are one's white, one's green, but one of them has more rounded edges than the other, which is interesting. I love a little shaky cup for the dice, and the little guys moving around. So it's all here. It looks like everything is here. It's all complete. This is very interesting. This is going to make an interesting episode. Like I say, when I get these out, I don't know what I'm doing when I first pick up the box. The way I do it is you have a look at it and you think, well, what kind of style of show can I make from this? And with this one, I think we're gonna mimic Dungeons and Dragons at some point and have like a character party playing golf. I think that it'll start out as characters learning how to play the game, and then their views on the game, and then as the game progresses through, it'll morph into a character party in Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's how I'll do it, because this looks like it's complicated in the same way that people think Dungeons and Dragons is complicated. So that's what I'll do, and I think it'll make something unique and entertaining. That's what I want from this. So we've got that, and I think that's everything that I've got to talk to her about, because that's what the update is. I need to get the characters finished and work out exactly how I want them to act, because it's all going to be about interactions of characters. If I can get those down, then essentially the show is going to write itself in many ways with the interactions between the characters. And that's what I want for the show. I want it to be a comedy, like a sitcom, but kind of not as well. So we'll see how it goes from there. That's the idea. That's what I'm aiming for. And if I can get the characters worked out, then I can do it. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. I hope you enjoy it too. It's the first episode's coming, and we'll see where we go from there. Right, that wasn't all about an advert. It's me working out in my head and explaining to you what's going on. So I'm now going to have a nice cappuccino, and I'm going to take a load of photographs of Jen's locomotives, because I've got a load of videos for Jen to put together. So I'll get on with that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Day 1 of juggling, and I'm only using one ball, so trying to work out. You're supposed to visualize a square and try and hit the corners, so let's do that. See what I mean? No coordination. It's terrible. Well, I'm getting better. It's going to be a long road, I think. I can't even do 2. You're supposed to throw one, and then when it's coming down, throw the other. So, I'm going to try for the first time. See, immediately lose control. Let's see if that works again. That's just what I wasn't even thinking. This is going to take a long time. I don't think I'm even ready to get started on 3, but we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, it's early days. I'm just going to keep practicing with the 1 for today and just see how I get on and work out my coordination. My hand-eye coordination is so bad that I'm knocking everything over. But we'll see how it goes from there. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. If you like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help create future videos. That's patreon.com/Zoe Kirk-Robinson. And I've got an extra special thanks going out to Chief89, Sam Yates, Retro Mickey 82, Mo Henry, and George Bortorini. Thank you so much, guys.